Right now, somewhere in the world, two people are kissing, and neither of them has ever stopped to ask why. Because kissing feels so natural, so human, so obvious that nobody ever questions it. But here is the thing. Kissing is not obvious at all. Of the roughly 8 billion humans on Earth, studies show that around 10% come from cultures where kissing on the lips is not a romantic practice. It is not universal. It is not instinctive. And no other animal on Earth does it the way humans do. So where did it come from, and why does your brain react the way it does when it happens? The answer goes back much further than you think. And it is going to change the way you think about one of the most common things humans do. Let's start with what actually happens in your body when you kiss someone. Your lips have more nerve endings per square centimeter than almost any other part of your body. When two people kiss, approximately 34 facial muscles activate simultaneously. Your heart rate increases by up to 20 beats per minute. Your pupils dilate. Your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals so powerful that researchers have compared the neurological effect to a mild dose of cocaine. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, adrenaline, all firing at once, all within the first seconds of a kiss. Your brain is not just registering a pleasant sensation, it is running a full biological evaluation. And it has been doing this for a very long time. Let's go back, way back, before kissing existed as we know it, because the story of the human kiss does not begin with romance. It begins with something far more primal. It begins with smell. 200,000 years ago on the African savanna, ancient humans did something that researchers now believe is the evolutionary ancestor of the kiss. They pressed their faces close to each other. Not for romance, not for pleasure. To smell. The human nose pressed close to another person's skin can detect an extraordinary amount of biological information. Health status, genetic compatibility, stress levels, hormonal state, immune system profile. In a world with no language complex enough to say I am healthy and strong and genetically compatible with you, the nose could communicate all of that in a single close encounter. Ancient humans pressed their faces together and breathed each other in. And something in the brain processed that information and made a decision. Compatible or not compatible. Safe or not safe. This behavior still exists in many cultures today. The Maori of New Zealand press noses and foreheads together in a greeting called the hongi. The Inuit do the same in a practice called kunik. Eskimo kissing, as it is often called in Western culture, is not a cute variation of the real thing. It may be the original thing. And somewhere along the way, as human faces pressed together in that ancient chemical exchange, the lips made contact, and something happened that the brain did not expect. Pleasure. Intense, immediate, undeniable pleasure. Because the lips, those extraordinarily nerve-rich structures, were not designed for kissing. They were designed for eating, for speaking, for expressing emotion. But pressed against another person's lips, they became something else entirely. The most sensitive point of contact between two human nervous systems. And the brain, which is always looking for things that feel good so it can encourage you to do them again, noticed. And it sent a flood of dopamine. And the behavior was reinforced, and humans kissed again, and over thousands of years what began as a biological information exchange became something the human brain associated with connection, safety, desire, and love. But here's where it gets really interesting, because kissing is not just about pleasure. Kissing is information gathering at the highest level. Studies have found that women, in particular, rate the quality of a first kiss as one of the most important factors in deciding whether to pursue a relationship. More important than physical appearance, more important than conversation, more important than any other single factor in those first moments. Because the kiss tells them things that nothing else can. The taste, the smell, the feel, the chemical signature of another person's saliva contains biological information that the conscious mind cannot access but the body reads perfectly. Immune system compatibility, testosterone levels, health markers, stress hormones. Women who kiss men with incompatible immune system genes describe the kiss as feeling wrong without being able to explain why. Women who kiss men with compatible genes describe it as feeling right in a way they cannot put into words. Their bodies knew before their minds did, just like their ancestors did 200,000 years ago on the African savanna, pressing faces together in the dark. And then there is the other thing kissing does that nobody talks about. It transfers information chemically. Human saliva contains traces of testosterone. When men kiss women, small amounts of testosterone transfer through saliva. And testosterone in women is associated with increased arousal and interest. This is not romantic. This is biology. Ancient humans were not thinking about chemistry when they kissed. They were just kissing. But their bodies were running a program so sophisticated that modern science is still working out all the details. Now, here's the question that has puzzled researchers for decades. If kissing is so biologically useful, why do around 10% of human cultures not practice it romantically? The answer is fascinating, because kissing, despite all its biological machinery, is also learned. In cultures where kissing is not practiced, the same biological information exchange still happens through touch, through proximity, through smell at close range. The biology is universal. The specific behavior is cultural, which means the kiss as we know it is not purely instinctive. It is what happens when biology meets culture and the two reinforce each other over thousands of years. It is evolution filtered through human experience. And it explains why a kiss can feel so different depending on who it is with. The biology is the same. The chemistry is the same, but your body is reading information that your mind cannot translate. And sometimes that information says yes, and sometimes it says no, and you do not know why. But your body does. It has known for 200,000 years, so the next time you kiss someone, or think about kissing someone, or remember a kiss that changed something, know what is actually happening. Your brain is running an ancient biological program that has been refined over 200,000 years of human evolution. Your lips, those extraordinarily sensitive structures, are gathering information that no other sense can collect. Your body is making a decision that your mind will only understand later, if at all. The kiss is not just a kiss. It never was. It is 200,000 years of your ancestors finding each other in the dark, still running, every single time.